Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the next series, the last one of the day. Sock versus 120. And what do we have here, my dog? Dreadlord first versus Blood Mage first. This is looking like Warcraft AI playing against each other. Yesterday already, Sock showed the Blood Mage on Terrana stand. And now against Undead on Gargoyles. I'm trying to recall right now, I don't think I've ever seen this matchup before. Dreadlord versus Blood Mage. In theory, both can counter each other. Dreadlord can interrupt the Siphon mana with sleep. But if there's no sleep, then the Blood Mage is also really good at stealing mana away from the Dreadlord. Blood Mage first, dude. Is it gonna be a thing? I think you would all love to see it. You can only do it on maps with mercenaries, because you need the healing. You can only do it on maps with easy creeps, because you're pretty bad at creeping at the start. And also only if there's creeps to mana steal. But here we go. On Gargoyles, it works out very well. It's a fast level 3 on the Blood Mage. Dreadlord also getting it, both setting up the expansion. When Sock played yesterday against Moon, he played a Rifle Caster push strat with an Archmage second. I don't think that's playable against Undead. Rifle Caster with AM, there's just no threat. There's no Holy Light, there's no Stormbolt. I wonder what this is gonna be. Shout out to Korea. Oh, and look at that. Sock splitting his forces. Mercs at the expansion. And the Blood Mage and Footies into the main base. And gonna attack the Ziggurats right away. Gonna take out one Acolyte instantly. Flamestrike has amazing damage against buildings. Just amazing damage against everything that can't move. Which includes buildings. And he's getting close to kind of taking out some of the Ziggurats here. The claws for right clicks also not too bad. Morguz are going down. Oh man, this is a stressful situation. Flamestrike is 135 mana. He's got one more ready. He's going for the Ziggurats. Oh my god. Took out one already. He's going to take out the second one as well. 1-0 supply blocked. He's not really mining from the main. But Sock isn't mining from the expo. What the hell is going on here? What the heck? Blood Mage here has more mana, or more experience, I want to say, actually. Close to level 4 already. Blood Mage level 4 is sick. And the Haunted is gone! TP home now. Can he defend? If Sock can defend, this should be his game. But there's a lot of mana on the Dreadlord. Oh, the Dreadlord is full mana, in fact. Siphon not working out too well against him just yet. Waiting for the next carry and swarm! Hadouken! And that's level 4. And this is always the problem for the Blood Mage. When you can't land big flame strikes at the moment, then he seems not so impressive. Blood Mage first, that is. In the end, it's Dreadlord, who's level 4, faster. Slowly draining mana away. Dreadlord will need boots to move better away from Flamestrike. But 1-0 is kind of broke. He's rebuilding the main base slowly. He also really needs a tele staff. He needs boots and staff, I think. 6 start into this series. Okay. Oh, he went for the value point in the aura. Normally, I'm a big fan of the value point. But it seems like to stop Siphon, level 2 sleep would be really good. Sleep gets cheaper with higher levels. It also lasts longer, but mainly the mana cost reduction is the big deal. Okay. Neither player has teched yet. Only tier 1. 8 minutes in. Invis potion on the blood mage. He's going for the next base attack, I think. On the new patch, by the way, in case you guys don't know, the cast delay of Flamestrike has been reduced by 100 milliseconds, which means that it summons faster. It does damage faster. Blood Mage now level 4. Now the Siphon is really good. Flamestrike again. But now he's out of mana. There's a Telestaff to get away, but of course the Dreadlord can cancel it with a sleep. There's one more Flamestrike ready in a second. If you're fast enough, you can prevent the Flamestrike with a sleep, but you have to be really fast these days. And it's a lot of damage. Now the Blood Mage, though, is out of mana. He's gonna have to TP. Maybe the army coming a bit too late. Maybe if Sok had that here earlier, it could have been quite dangerous. Lots of mercenaries for him. Sok does have the faster tech. Blood Mage can pair very well with tanks. Between Flamestrike and tanks, buildings can be destroyed very quickly. Where does this game go? Lots of towers coming for Sok already. Looks like he's gonna play a turtle game. This looks a lot like tanks to me. One thing that Blood Mage just cannot deal with is air units. 1-0. Might be incentivized to go Gargoyles here. Mass Gargs and Destroyers could be really strong. Because also the Dreadlord counters Gyros. Invis Blood Mage again, dude. Korea, Korea! Blood Mage solo so far. One trying to react quickly. This Blood Mage would have been especially sick against Crypt Lord, right? Because the Crypt Lord can't just mass sleep always against Siphon. It seems like the Dreadlord works out as a pretty good Blood Mage counter, actually. Can cancel the Siphon all the time, you can cancel the staffs all the time. Griffin aviaries being made. Normally the counter to Mass Griffins is Mass Fiend Banshee. Maybe he just wants to have Griffins as well, or Aviaries. In case there's Gargoyles, he can go for Dragonhawks. Dragonhawks also newly buffed on the new patch, 2 more damage. 1-0 did repair the expansion. Very important. Otherwise, the Blood Mage can easily take it out. Next Flame Strike is in. One-0 is defending pretty well so far, though, against the Blood Mage. Of course, he lost the Haunted in the main at the start of the game, but since then, he hasn't lost much. Sick damage, man. The Flame Strike takes out the tower. And now the Siphon is going through. No cancel against it anymore. Dreadlord is out of mana for the time being. Flame Strike again. I think he roasted some of his own footmen there. Oh, the Muddy Slow plus the Siphon. Look at all that mana being drained. Beautiful. He's got potions as well. Heal Potion. Invo Potion. He's trying to get level 5. Trying to get level 6. Kevin, call it in the chat already. This might be a game for a Phoenix. So far, it's Blood Mage solo. Blood Mage solo, dude. Suck with the baller plays. Bro, it actually is Korea. Gantar coming in the main, fortifying there. He could go for like a Sanctum and just, you know, make some priests to cast him Invis all the time. Some Sorks, I mean. And priests to heal. Sok is turtling like crazy. There's a Shade for detection. And the Shade against... I mean, a Gyro against the Shade for detection. What a weird game. Only really on Echo Isles can you do this. Only playable on very specific maps. Dragonhawk is getting ready for a bit of harass. He's researching Cloud upgrade right now. Kind of hilarious. The Flame Strike. Oh my god, dude. Look at the damage. Dude, the Berserker almost died to the Flame Strike. Holy hell. Level 3 Flame Strike, baby. And here we go. Hawks into the main base. Cloud disables all the towers. I wonder if everyone knows this. It's such a rare upgrade. Cloud, as you can see here in an AoE, disables all towers. Can make the Dragonhawks very good for laming. Fiends, of course, are a very good counter to Dragonhawks. Oh, he's taking out the Shades with the help of the Gyro. Oh my god. Look at that Flame Strike damage. Holy. Trying to mass sleep him to at least save the one Ziggurat. Oi. Oh, still gonna go down? No, I guess it's gonna be saved. It's very fun always in games like these to have a damage counter on the Blood Mage, or on the heroes in general. Blood Mage at the moment, 18,452 damage. But he's not staying solo hero anymore. He is now training a Paladin. So getting to a Big Orange Bird, aka the Phoenix, might not be so easy. Oh, shout out to AKM in the chat. Man, this must be the best day ever for you. Korea! Okay, 1-0 has had enough of this nonsense. He's going for the push. And he can break this expansion pretty easily. Just a handful of towers won't stop him. It will have to be Griffins and Dragonhawks. Sok has a bit of a supply lead now. Ooh, the damage. Acolyte's getting roasted. But now the Blood Mage is out of mana. Is this strat gonna work in the end, or was it all just flashy plays for not much gain? Only one Flame Strike ready in a moment. And here comes the TP home. If 1-0 can force the opponent away here, the game is his. Flame Strike. Oh, sick damage! Look at the damage on the Blood Mage. 23,000 all of a sudden. But now he's out of mana. He needs the ultimate. He needs Phoenix. Fiend's working out well against the Griffins, but still some of them are going down. 5.3. All the heroes seem to be out of mana. Almost all of them. Blood Mage has one more Flame Strike left. Where's he going to land it? The Lich is going to go down. More experience for him. Huge supply lead on Sok. The towers can still be disabled by the Dragonhawks. Level up on the Pally. Now he's level 3. Flame Strike the Fiend getting roasted in the back. Blood Mage almost has it. He almost has it. Needs just a few more kills to the big orange bird. Destroyer might be enough. Next Flame Strike soon to be ready. No way, dude. No way. 200 mana. Level 6. How much is the Phoenix? There it is. Big orange bird. In the Warcraft All-Star League. Top 4 match. And orange has to GG against the big orange bird. Sok the Madman. Blood Mage first. 2 days in a row. I can't believe that that worked. It worked, you guys. It actually worked. That's so crazy, dude. What a time to be alive. What a time to be a Warcraft fan, where Sok can win with Blood Mage first these days. It looked like such a minor buff in the patch notes. But it seemed to be just the thing that Sok was waiting for. Incredible. Incredible. You love to see it, chat. You just love to see it. This was the change right here. Flame Strike channel time reduced from 0.9 to 0.8 seconds. So it channels 100 milliseconds faster. Doesn't seem like much. Doesn't seem like much. But those 100 ms might be making quite the difference. Pretty sick. Eer0 with the 400 bits. Thank you very much. Ghost Eer0 with the resub as well. Thank you, thank you. He says, let's go, Sok. Let's go indeed. Man, how can you not love Sok? What a player. Hells to the yeah. Sok takes the 1-0 lead. But of course, this is a best of 5 series. This could still go either way. Lots of Warcraft still to be played here. And not much more Blood Mage. This, for example, not a map for Blood Mage. Like I said, you need a Merc camp and you need easy creeps for the Blood Mage to work. So, probably only playable on Terranus and Echo Isles. I don't know if there's any other possibility. What is 1-0 going to be playing? Recently, Papa Roach has been very popular, but 1-0 going for Dreadlord again. Yo guys, is it just me? Or does it seem like 1-0 wants to distance himself from Happy's playstyle? Ever since the new patch, Happy has been playing Crypt Lord, which he never was before. Never was. Just very rarely, many years ago, in DreamHack, where the Crypt was so OP that even Happy felt he had to play him. But since then he never did. Now in the new patch, Happy is spamming Crypt like crazy, and 120, who is the guy who was sometimes incorporating some Crypt play, now he is seemingly not so interested in the Crypt Lord. Rather, Dreadlord now the choice. Very fascinating where the Undead meta is at right now. Every single hero playable as a first hero. This can be quite a good map for human as well, if the human can manage a fast level 3. But Sok didn't go for the lab creep, which brings a bit of a risk if you attempt that. Rather here going for the safe orange into expansion, ring and claws for him. Double ring for the Dreadlord. It's not bad on him. He's a frontliner after all, but ideally you would love to get some damage and attack speed as well. And you just see a lot of creeping up until now. Both trying to get to that level 3. I'm quite surprised that the Dreadlord can keep up with the creep speed so far. But I guess now Sucker's gonna get his level 3. But if 120 manages to not have his expansion cancel against level 3 AM, I think he's gonna be very satisfied. Now we finally have the level 3. Have it on both sides. Surprisingly peaceful game so far. No ghoul kills, no peasant kills, not even an expo cancel. But that is what Sok is looking for right now. With the water elementals. But the narrow tower makes it difficult to get into range. Sleeps around, easy. TP forced right away. Do the footies have the damage for the cancel here? Oh, this is a big deal. Oh, this is a big deal. He's committing fully to the cancel. Haunted Goldmine, newly buffed, finishes faster these days, and he can't get it! And that means all the footies here are going to waste. Okay, not all of them. 2 get away. 2 have to fall. Good start for 120 so far. Could begin the tech as well. Oh, Sok's tech is going to be very late. Going for the Shredder first. And the tech timing is a big, big deal in this matchup. Platina's boots for the Archmage. Not very good. Very scary for the AM against the Dreadlord in the early game when the TP is gone. If you move out on the map, if you get sleep surrounded, that could be the game almost ending right there. So he has to scout ahead. Scouting with the water elementals. I like that. Well, surrounding the water elemental here is a little bit questionable. Yeah, that's probably not something that you want to hold. Oh my god, Sok's tech is so late. Look at the difference. That's more than a full minute. Seems like a very, very good position for 120 right here. Easy expansion. Big tech lead. And the dreadlord about to be on level 4. You can't hope for much more than this. Big inborn as well. Always nice. And there we go. Got the level 4 already. I like this play though by Sock. Creeping a big camp away from the enemy side. He can also decide to go for a Zeppelin. With that he can go for some more drop harass. And he will have a way to get out of sleep surrounds. Pretty sure he's going to go for that Zep here in just a moment. A belt as well. These are great items for the Mountain King later. It's going to tank him up like crazy. He's not going for the Zeppelin though. That's very surprising to me. And we have Gargoyles coming. Gargoyles especially good against MK first, who doesn't have real anti-air for a long time. But of course the AM has anti-air already with the water elementals, but he's going to need more later. He's researching gunpowder upgrade. Sock may want to go for inner fire rifle here. Oh, Archmage. Might be going down here. Lots of sleep. That is so much sleep. I don't think he can get away here. He's trying to prevent this around. But the AM is now stuck. Oh, huge kill. That is so much experience. Sock taking a big risk, being so far out on the map. Why didn't you just go for a Zeppelin at the enemy lab? That was so weird. But it's not rifles. It is triple workshop. He is going to go gyros, even facing a dreadlord. Very dangerous. 1-0 is insanely far ahead now. I think I prefer the other human opening creep route on this map. Just go for the lab creep first. Almost no undead these days harasses. They all go for a fast expansion. I think the AM just took too long to get level 3 this game. And he's been playing on the back foot ever since. Very expensive tavern res. Sock does have lots of resources though. But full map control right now is clearly with 1-0. Finally we got an MK. Finally we got some aggressive potential. But look at this dreadlord. Got quite a bit of mana. Almost level 5 already. So early into the game. DK level 2. Big level up there as well. Dreadlord 4.99. If 1-0 doesn't win this game, there's something wrong. Sock will attempt to out-micro the Gargs with the gyros. He's gonna have a lot of them very soon. 10 are out already against 10 Gargs. 2 upgrades against 1-1 upgrades. But that Carrion Swarm. That Carrion Swarm is an insanely strong weapon. Looks like he's trying to bait it with the ghouls. MK surrounded. No staff to save him. And a lot of gyros are coming in. Flag cannons working out very well. Heal scroll comes in as well to help out the ground army of footies and peasants. But the Mountain King is dead. Another hero kill going the Undead's way. The Carrion Swarm doing huge damage. So are the Gyros, to be fair. But the ground battle easily goes to 1-0. He's got the Tri-Hero. He's got the next Carrion Swarm. He got the level 3 now. And I think this game is pretty much over. He's got lots of gyro production off of these 3 workshops. Dreadlord out of mana for now, but at home I'm sure he's going to enjoy plenty of mana potions. The Lich still has one that he brought right here. Damn, dude, that Carrion! You can see the gyros almost getting one shot. So only now getting his paladin at around 14 minutes. That's outrageous. Hoping for a big mana potion here. Scroll of the Beast instead. Mass Gargs. Nothing but Gargs. The potential for Gyro is huge, if they don't die to the Carrion Swarm. But that's a big if. So far, 1-0 has been microing his Gargoyle army and the Dreadlord very well. And he's got a huge supply lead here to show for it. 15 Gyros. That's a high number. Saving the mana on the Dreadlord. Stormbolt on him. Now the Gyros are trying to come in. Carrion Swarm flying through though again, doing big damage. Dreadlord is almost surrounded right there. Gyros have to kite. As the human here, you have to focus mainly on the Gyro micro, and that is difficult to do when also the heroes have something to contribute and might be in trouble. Pally almost dead already, and when the Gargs connect, it is so much damage. Next Night falls as well. The Nova here executing once more. 5, 4, 3 levels now on the Undead. Super strong. The Dreadlord is getting closer to level 6. And I think this is just a bit too much now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sock has to GG out. 1-0 on his map. Tidehunters does take map 2. Ties up the series in a game that I was not expecting to look like that. The Dreadlord had such an easy early game. Normally the AM gets to level 3 much faster, asserts a lot of pressure. Dreadlord is struggling hard on level 2, but here he got a fast level 3, got a super easy expansion, got a TP forced into an Archmage kill. Sock a little bit too sloppy with his AM movement in the mid game, but I think before that just creeping too slowly. I think you want to be a bit more ambitious with your creeps, not just go from one small camp to the next small camp. With AM and Militia, you can dare to take big camps right at the start, like for example, the lab. You got to try to take right away. But that was not the case. Map number 3 is going to be 1-0's map choice then. Sock's map choice then. And he is deciding for Northern Isles. All the way back at the first Rara land, I remember him having sick games at Northern Isles against X-Lord, for example. He was playing there in the tournament, and he was able to win that series, displaying a super strong Mountain King first. But almost nobody's playing MK first anymore these days. I still feel like MK first has some potential on specific maps, especially Northern Isles I see as a strong map for Mountain King. But the MK, of course, has one big downside. If the MK gets level 3, you cannot easily cancel the Undead expansion over and over with Water Elementals. and thereby take a big lead and sometimes easily win the game with it. If you take the MK, you have to be aware that you're going to be playing a more passive game, don't have the instant playmaking potential there so often, and plays very differently. Most humans have pivoted to Archmage play almost all of the time. That being said, though, Sock played Bloodmage on the first map, which was super sick. But Northern Isles also doesn't have a Merc camp. Creeps on Northern Isles are mostly pretty easy outside your main base, but harder than on Echo Isles, and there's no Mercs, so that means you cannot play Bloodmage first. But AM first works, MK first works, Pally first is not really a thing. Pally first on the right map, again with mercenaries, can be quite good against Lich play. Jamiko was playing that sometimes. Angry Korea Man is saying that he should have gone Bloodlaw. Maybe, if we get the right map here later on. What other maps could there be? Terrana Stand would indeed be a great map for Bloodmage, but every sane undead in the world vetoes Terrana Stand, so I wouldn't be expecting that one to be in the pool here. Also, Turtle Rock should be vetoed. Lost Temple, maybe. And Twisted. In that case, Concealed Hill and Hammerfall should still be in the pool. That would be at least the standard vetoes. I don't know exactly what the vetoes are, but we will find out through the course of this series. As now we are ready for map number 3. Sock bottom left. Playing the Archmage first here once again. Dreadlord this time. Lich first. No more Dreadlord opening here. Oh, Acolyte pull fails. And that's a bit of bonus experience for the AM. A little bit annoying for 1-0. I'm sweeping the green camp here at the start. Northern Isles can be a very awkward map to get level 3 Archmage on, unless you want to play it slow. If Sock takes all the 3 green camps and then takes the natural, that would be enough for 3. But that then would mean not that fast of an expansion. And would mean lots of time for 1-0 to possibly set up his own expo. Ring of Regeneration, very good on the Lich as well. The Archmage would also love to have that item. And once more, both players are going to get a fast level 3 and will not be harassing each other's expansions for a long time. Oh, another Sentry Ward here for Sock, giving him great vision. Circlet as well. These are pretty good items for the AM. Not super amazing, but pretty good. And here we go. Level 3 Lich. Mage heading north. Would love to get a cancel here, but 1-0 again, perfectly in position. 1-0 always seems to be in exactly the right spot to keep its expansion safe. So he has the info from the Sentry Ward. He knows the Lich is at the expo. He can go towards the main. Put some pressure on the ghouls here. And with that, keep the Lich busy in the north while the expansion is coming, while the tower is upgrading. I like the macro here by 1-0. Going early for the graveyard, and the tech then right after. I know he's going for the necro first, actually. So it's Sok, in fact, with a faster tech. Sok managing his lumber very, very well here. Quick tech at around 5 minutes. It's a very cautious game so far. Neither player trying to overextend. First Nova on the AM. Not too much follow-up damage. The water elemental now, of course, tremendous against the ghouls. Lich doesn't have boots yet, by the way. Seems like that's a purchase he should make. I like the situation for Sok so far. If he can manage to get a shredder, seems to me like he's in a fine position here. Some footies are going down, but that is the way that that's supposed to work. Archmage getting a few kills here. Very even game though. Even experience, even tech, even expansion timing. And there is the shredder for Sok. Love to see it. Great right now for creeping. Big experience, getting close to level 4 already. Oh, Lich Creep Jack here would be huge. Oh. Killing the Shredder here would be absolutely sensational. Oh, trying to block the Shredder. Of course, the Shredder, being mechanical, cannot be Novad. Peasants here ready for the repair. And I guess the Shredder is safe. So it's a good old Fiend army. No more Gargoyle nonsense. Which means that Knights could work as a very good counter to those Fiends. We have a very early second barracks coming for Sok already. Maybe just to fortify the expansion. Literally close to level 4. Big level up for him right there. But the MK is coming. And with that, Fiends will have to be a little bit more careful. There we go. Which finally on level 4. It's a very unusual early Fiend attack. 4 Fiends putting pressure on the expansion. Right now, Sok doesn't have much to defend with, but he does have an MK, does have an Archmage, handful of footies. He's gonna need some militia as well, though, I guess. Dark Ritual for the first time. Yes. Surprisingly heavy. Early aggression against the expansion. Nova on the Archmage. He's in trouble. Heal potion needed. Mass repair on the tower is not enough. The Fiends break through 1-0 with a super early Fiend attack. Putting so much pressure on against this expansion. Here the militia finally. One more Fiend goes down, but there's still 4 Fiends left on the field. No more towers at the expo. Sok is waiting desperately for the tech to finish. With Knights and Pally, he will be a lot stronger, but he's not there yet. And the peasants are just getting picked apart one by one. Mountain King might also be dead. A few more right clicks and the MK falls. Tier 3 finally finished. Night production must start. And it does. Mountain King being rezzed first. That is faster than the Pally. Ooh, the peasants are getting absolutely cut to pieces, though. One by one. Not enough towers ready at the expansion. I think it's as simple as that. One arcane tower was not enough. And 1-0 is getting so far ahead right here. Militia again, joining from the main base. We finally have one knight as well. Oh, DK almost surrounded right there. A little lucky to get away. Sok can now go for a staff as well. He can go for an Opal Fire if he has the gold. But he lost the first knight. Couldn't staff in time. Small mistake there. Oh, eats the Fiend. Lots of mana now. The knight production has to try to save the day. Nowadays, knights do not have Sundering Blades by default anymore. Makes these early Fiend timings a lot stronger for Undead. Still no orb on 1-0. He doesn't seem to mind. Close to the level 5 Lich already. Almost a 10 supply lead. Oh, the Pally taking a lot of damage here right away. Gonna have to staff out soon. Oh, staff! No! Didn't use it in time. I'm not sure if Sok used the staff a single time so far. Archmage 6 HP! No, Lord. Sok struggling a bit to control his army properly here. Shredder goes down, and that is level 5. In come the gyros, but we do have web already. It's not like there's no counter. Next knight goes down. 1-0 here, pulling far ahead on map number 3. He's just picking up the targets one by one. He doesn't even have an orb yet. He doesn't need it. 1-0, too far ahead. GG has to be called by Sok. And 1-0 goes up to match point. 2 maps in a row. 1-0 wants to be one of 2 Undeads in the top 3. Getting now very close within range. Yeah, this was a very, very unusual timing. This might be the first time that Sok ever played against it. A 4 Fiend attack timing against the expansion. That's something that nobody plays. Nobody does that. Everyone's just creeping with Fiends in the middle of the map. He was attacking there even before the DK was ready, which is like unheard of. So unusual. I wonder if that throws off Sok a little bit, perhaps. One thing, by the way, that is really good against Fiend play is Mountain King. Mountain King, quick level 4, boots of speed, Stormbolt, bash, so strong against single units, also really good against Lich. I've been waiting for the MK first to return in this matchup for a long time, but we're not seeing him. We are not seeing him at the moment. For map number 4, the pick will be Concealed Hill. This is also a possible Mountain King first map, but a dangerous one. Here the creeps are pretty damn tough. Normally the Crypt Lord is, the Archmage is the hero we expect here. We're gonna find out soon. which one it's gonna be. One to 0, up to the one in this series, spawning bottom left. This is also always considered a great map for the Crypt Lord. I'm quite surprised that 1 to 0 has not been experimenting yet with the new Crypt Lord. It really does almost feel like he feels less incentivized to play the Crypt Lord because Happy's playing him at the moment. Weird. Thank you, Trashing Lich, with the resub. Okay, we're gonna find out. Is it time for the Crypt Lord now, finally? No, no, it's not. Dreadlord. Dreadlord it is again. Dreadlord Gargoyles could be the play here once again. Gargoyles also great for creeping on this map. So he needs to be careful with the Archmage. Does not want to get unnecessarily sleep surrounded, lose the TP, lose all map presence, and then lose the hero. That was painful. He's going for an early lab creep. I like that a lot. With that, he's going to have easy access to Shredder and Zeppelin. Dreadlord can creep the natural here pretty well because he can use sleep against the big creep very easily, and that reduces the damage a lot from the creep camp. No Tau 1 to 0 though is creeping with 4 ghouls. This means his lumber is going to be quite low for a long time. This Haunted will take a while to get started. Archmage finding a heal potion at the start, that is alright, but oftentimes if you are surrounded at the start, that does not save you. Dreadlord, Pendant of Energy. Oh my god, that is so good for him. That's good right now since he's full mana, or close to full mana, and later on with mana potions, that is amazing. It's all about mana for the Dreadlord. Mantle! 1 to 0 getting the perfect items so far. And again, both are going to be reaching level 3 at around the same time. I'm quite impressed with 1 to 0. How he's able to keep up with the human militia creep speed. Almost keeping up. Here at the camp, he's gonna get level 3 now. Claws of attack. Not bad either. And already kind of in an attacking position against the human expansion, which is still very, very far from done. Oh, the skellies. See the construction right away in the AM. About to get caught by the sleep. Almost. Peasants trying to spread out against the Carrion Swarm. 1-0 trying to do as much damage here as he can, but also he's distracting from his expansion, and the exploit is to be cancelled! Oh my god, this looks like a disaster. Staff, though, across the map. Trying to get the counter cancel down south. If that is not enough damage, then Soccer's in big, big trouble. Show it, show it, show it! Oh my god, it was just enough. Oh my god. Whoo! Ooh, Haunted Gold Mine almost came up. That was almost Sock losing this game, basically. That's a long time where the Undead expansion is halted. Smart staff play by Sock. And of course, Sock has the advantage. He can power build his expansion. And the Arcane Tower there is about to be ready. We have a lot of ghouls right here for 1-2-0. Tons of mana on the dreadlord. 500 mana almost. The water elementals here are mainly responsible for defending. 1-0 can tech very soon though. I guess he could tech now already. He hasn't tried the sleep surround yet. He can't do it next to the creep camp. Aim is just gonna wake up the creeps. Alright, first ghoul goes down. I think that was first blood for Sock. A rather late tech on the human side, but he's got the much faster expansion now. It is up and running. 1-0's expo still about halfway to go. Now we can look for the surround, though, maybe? Yep, there it is. There's a heal potion, though. Sock can try to fight here. Kill some ghouls. Or kill the dreadlord. Uh-oh. Hold on. Dreadlord, very hurt. It's about to be daytime. No more free healing at the fountain. Good start for Sock. Very good start. Tier 2 begins. 1-0, I think, could have teched faster. Was a little slow with that. As it is, no tech lead for either player. Sock also went for the shredder, so he's gonna have tons of lumber very soon. Okay, now we're talking. This might be the most even game so far. Fast level 4 AM is very nice to have. Is it gonna be Dragonhawks again? It seems like against Dreadlord, there's very few units you can make. Gyros don't work, tanks don't work. Oh! He might be trying to go for Cannon Tower lane though. We've been seeing that more and more. Sock was also doing that against Happy. Peasants dropped behind the gold mine, making cannon towers. This is a pretty dirty strat. But hey, if it works, it works. Great play. With the Zeppelin here, making perfect use of the lab. If 1-0 goes into Gogs right away, though, he might be able to get a cancel there. Takes the peasants a while to chop down the trees. Eer0 has no ability to scout this for a long time until he finally has air units. But yeah, he will have air units. Pretty sure he's gonna go for Gargs. Upgrading a tower here already as well. And a Panda second for Sock. Oh, I like that. It's gonna be a great weapon later on against the Gargoyles. And just a great late game hero in general. Sock has to wait for the workshop to finish so he can start the cannon tower. Somehow his lumber is low, despite having a shredder this whole time. Oh, the water elemental pressure attack here, and the Panda so strong right now against the ghouls. The tech lead, the hero lead on Sock is absolutely immense right now. Using the healed scroll as well. And I think now finally starting to the cannon tower. So he's also trying to distract from the cannon tower with this attack. He's fine if all the footies die here, if the cannon tower finishes. Oh, Dreadlord very hurt. Finally the DK is out. Finally there's coils. This is very good trading for Sok. Very, very good. But he doesn't have tier 3, by the way. Sok is only tier 2 this whole time. Now beginning tier 3 finally. Man, did he need that shredder bad. What is there? Could, in theory, still find the cannon tower. He could still cancel it if the Gargoyles were to fly there right now. But of course, Sok is waving his arms in front of his face, saying, here am I, look at me. And this cannon tower is about to be done. Can he hold the expansion? Cannon tower does 100 damage per shot. Siege damage, which is crazy damage. And there we go. Onto the Haunted right away. 1-0 repairing the wrong target at the moment. Still under pressure here. Archmage surrounded, however. He may have to TP away. And the Gargs... Oh, the Gargs can just eliminate the vision, I guess. Wait, what the hell happened? AM got away, then he staffed back in? I guess he just staffed out the surround? I don't know, I'm confused. If the cannon tower doesn't have vision, then he can't attack. But he can use reveal. He can use reveal. Ah, he's using reveal to get the vision. And that normally should be enough damage to take out the Haunted. Smart play with the Gargs to take out all the air there. But the cannon tower did his job. The tactic works out again. And he took out the Ziggurat as well. Gargs finding it a bit too late. And I think the problem here for 1-0 was he didn't tech fast enough. If he had teched fast enough, the DK would have been faster, the Gargs would have been faster. I think Undeads... I've seen this also by Happy. Do not prioritize tech timing enough. Dreadlord though, lots of XP. 4.6. We have the Dragonhawks indeed. Panda will need level 3. Starting to get there. So it should be still a Pally third, right? Oh yeah, it is. Paladin third. Animal War Training, more Dragonhawks, and the Barrage upgrade as well. The tank upgrade for anti-air. Barrage. Coming right now. Smart play by Sok. Getting ahead economically. So many upgrades. At the moment it is 9 Dragonhawks against 8 Gargoyles. In theory, that should work out very well for the human. We've seen Happy, by the way, in the past, when facing the style, not go Lich third, but Dark Ranger third, in order to have level 3 silence. Or not level 3 silence, just in general, I mean, silence. I was thinking of the level 3 Carrion Swarm, which now we are very close to. Knights coming, tanks coming, griffins coming. Sok is building a very strong army right here. But he doesn't have very strong levels just yet. Trying to creep the red camp. But again, 1-0 finds him. He is about to get level 5 DL. The download speed is insane. Into the main we go. Acolytes easy to snipe. So I'm going to try to just run away. Oh, he doesn't even have to TP. Again, getting further ahead economically. And trying to sneak in a few camps whenever he can. Of course, the Dragonhawk damage still not too amazing. It used to be really, really bad before the patch. Here we see Barrage for the first time. Shackle's also coming in. So many Gargs are already immobilized and taking lots of damage. The Gargoyles, I think they're all going to go down. The Barrage, the Breath of Fire, it's so much AoE. And the Gargs are all getting absolutely roasted. One by one, all dead now. So much experience. And so much supply gone. 1-2-0. Getting owned by the Dragonhawks and the Cannon Tower. Okay, guys, that's the counter. That is the counter to Gargoyles. Lots of Dragonhawks, a little bit of tanks, and a Panda. Who's about to get level 3. AM about to get level 5. Beautiful game by Sock. Rich now as well. Getting more scrolls. What a treat this series is. I'm glad that this series is living up to my hopes. I was seeing this game ahead of time and thinking, oh man, this is going to be a sick match potentially. Sometimes when you have those thoughts, it turns out that, damn, it was unfortunately a one-sided stomp. This is not at all what I was expecting, what I was hoping for. But this series is absolutely delivering on all fronts. The Undead nuke, though, still dangerous, has to be respected. Sock right now trying to be evasive. He knows his army isn't going to be the best for too much longer. All the Gargs are gone, which means all these Dragonhawks are pretty weak now. Dragonhawks are ridiculously bad against Fiends. And 1-0 with that Garg play was on triple Crypt already. Very easy for him to transition. Carrion, Coil, big damage, next kill. But also Sock can transition into much better units. Knights and mortar teams perhaps, depending on what 1-0 plays here. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, big damage against the ghouls as well. Yeah, ghouls shouldn't really be a concern thanks to the Panda. So Fiends are the biggest thing for him to worry about. So he needs Knights against Fiends, and normally when you see Fiends you also see Banshees, so mortar teams might make sense there. But right now he's going Griffins. Third attack upgrade as well. That does transfer over to Knights also. Level 3 Brilliance Aura. I think I like that. Seems like level 3 Water Elementals in this super late game not that important anymore. Camping at the fountain. Paladin seems to be a little underleveled. Same goes for the Lich, but this game could still last a long time. I would love to see an Orb of Fire, by the way. Seems like that would be super helpful against the Coil. 1-0 falling back. The Fiend count isn't where it needs to be. He doesn't have enough. Where are all the Fiends? He's got 400 gold. He's not producing the Fiends quickly enough. Sock playing a great game here. The Cloud again comes into play. No tower activation here at all at the expansion. Now the webs come through. Now the towers are here. But Sock is getting more and more kills already. The ghouls easily taken out once again with the magic damage, with the Panda damage. Pally getting closer to that level 3, though he's not there yet. Bad position now for Sock. He's getting webbed, the Fiends are spread out, and now the Carrion Swarm can also do big damage. Coil, though, is too late. Another Fiend goes down. Every Fiend matters at the moment. This is but also good for Sock because he's trading out units that are going to get weaker and weaker with the Dragonhawks. Archmage in trouble as well, but there is the Invoke Potion. Taking out more towers. There's the tank here in this attack. The tank is here to take out the buildings. One Nerub went down already. Archmage might be in trouble now if there's no Holy Light. He TP's out early to be on the safe side. Takes out the next tower as well. One Knight will fall to the next nuke. Sock has lost a lot of army, but he got rid of his bad army. The Dragonhawks are gone. He's got lots of gold. Now he can build a stronger army. But he might not be sure exactly what he needs. He's going for a second workshop. Night Gyros. Might be the next attempt. But of course, against the Gyros, there will be the Dreadlord. Dreadlord who's 5.5. 1-0 is still in this game. It's a difficult game for him. He's been suffering many losses, especially on the econ side. It hasn't been easy. His opponent is way richer. But the Undead triple hero has insane late game potential. Panda is really good against armies. But Sok doesn't have the same potential for hero kill later on. Also great against buildings. Another Griffin goes down there, though. Only a single staff so far, which is kind of surprising. Oh, got a kill. Gonna have to TP out. Pretty even exchange here. We got Griffins coming. Main expired for Sok. Didn't manage to get a third base. It's a bunch of Griffins. Just a whole bunch of Griffins with 3-2 upgrades as well. Sok now finally spending all of his gold. 5-3-3 hero levels. Double heal scroll. Seems like he would also need an invuln. Sok doesn't have much anti-air though. Especially against destroyers, he doesn't have much. 1-0 claims the last big camp on the map. Item for him was Scourge Bone Chimes, useless. One Dragonhawk goes down. Fountain's very good for Griffins. Sok getting caught kind of with his pants down here. The Fiend count though, again, the Fiend count isn't that amazing. Only 3 at the moment. 1-0 has been too broke for this game. The tank comes in again for anti-air against the destroyers. Gonna take him a while to whittle them down. But this single tank... Okay, we had more than one, but this barrage upgrade on the few tanks that there were have been so helpful. But then there's also Carrion Swarm! Oh my god, focus fire on the DK, so much damage! Breath of Fire, Holy Light, and the Griffins. TP away saves the rest. Only one statue to fall in the end. 1-0. We'll be mining longer from the expansion. Sok has only 3,000 gold left at the natural. And doesn't seem like he's far enough ahead to try to expand in the middle. He's got lots of peasants still in the main base. He could go for one big militia call from the main. By the way, now also it seems like the Infernal is almost guaranteed. And the Griffins cannot attack the Infernal, which is magic immune. Triple heal scroll for Sok though. This is going to be one huge attack. 80 supply, mass Griffins, almost maxed out on upgrades. 1-0 way further down supply. 3 Fiends only. 3 Fiends only. It has to be the heroes and destroyers to somehow win this game. Nova Carrion Swarm. Good AoE damage. The militia are in. The Shredder is in. Everyone is here to party. First heal scroll used. There's 2 more. Panda level 4. Insane damage from the Griffins. Destroyer is untouchable though. What can they do? But the fire comes through again. The Fiends are getting absolutely wrecked. Next heal scroll. Sok has only 1 left. 1-0 has to stay alive here. Get through all these heal scrolls and then start picking apart the Griffins one by one. But there's still so many Griffins left. Still 10 Griffins in the air. And if you can save someone low HP, you can send them to the fountain as well. The fountain is right next door. More mana, especially on the human side, thanks to the Brilliance Aura. For 1-0, the mana is getting low. Very, very low. The Fiends are just getting picked apart, one by one. Almost no mining left at the expansion. He's going for the Haunted again. He's been doing that plenty of times this game. Mana Potion, Carrion Swarm. The Holy Light is also there to heal up the Griffins once more. No more mining for 1-2-0. What you see is what you get for now. And he's also supply blocked. Panda second, a very rare sight, but working out absolutely beautifully this game. Sok in the meantime, upgrading the gyro flag cannons. With that, we'll have a counter to destroyers, but again, the dreadlord could deal with the gyros pretty easily. Level 6. Level 6 was just achieved. We have the Infernal ready. He's gonna drop the base on the Archmage. Holy Light early. Trying to fall back to the fountain. Sleep is there though. AM. He might be dead. No way out for the Archmage. One more Holy Light perhaps. But no, there is a sleep and he is dead. Coil takes out the Archmage. Breath of Fire, the Death Knight. Not quite dead yet. DK gets away. And now the Panda in trouble next. So is the Paladin. He's got the heal potion though. Oh my lord. And that one was badly, badly needed. AM getting res from the altar. Slowly. Destroyers and Infernal. Untouchable by the Griffins. Quite the crazy game. 26 minutes in. And we don't know yet who's going to win this. Sobi Mask, by the way. I completely didn't notice the Sobi Mask until now on the Dreadlord. How sick that item is! How sick that item is. And how necessary these towers are now to protect the main base. But I guess they won't hold for too long against this much magic damage. Some mana also being drained from the Arcane Tower. We do have some gyros now. We have 6 gyros in the air. There's actually lots of damage against the destroyers. Gonna be a kill. Panda almost dead. Can he get the potion? Oh my god, last second! Potion survives. Coil flies. Panda still not dead. The Lich, though, he did die. Overview was lost for 1-2-0. Panda now level 5. The gyros taking out the air. The remaining ones that there was. And that must be it finally. 11 supply only left. 1-0. Almost did it. With the Coil Nova. And the Infernal, of all things. But Sok seems to have just enough. What a sick game by Sok. The Cannon Tower lane, Panda second, Dragonhawks to beat the Gargs. And then, through building elimination, basically, winning this game in the end. Archmage does make it back. And the Pally is ready to heal him. Oh, or to purge the Death Knight. By fire be purged! One to zero is looking for his opening here. He's waiting for the Lich to res. Peasant's almost able to surround the Death Knight there. Oh, one Holy Light would do it. But the Pally not close enough. What a Herculean effort here by Sok. Claws back this series. Of course, we're not done yet. We're gonna go to a 5th map. It's a long day today in the Warcraft All-Star League. But this game is over. Map 4 is done and dusted. Perhaps the highlight so far of this series. Sok, understandably, in quite a good mood after this game. What a cool strat. Playing well against the Dreadlord. Dude, thinking back to the early game, when he staffed south with the Archmage, if that play doesn't work, the game is probably lost. But it worked out just in time, just about. And so, Sok wins that game with many other great plays as well. And did you see? Did you see? Map number 5. I gotta show you again. Map number 5, to my surprise, is Terranostan. Normally, Undeads always veto this map. In my opinion, It would be a mistake to play Archmage here. It's such a good map for Mountain King. It's even a playable map for Pally, or dare I say, the Bloodlaw. But yeah, I think Archmage would be the wrong choice here. Happy always vetoes this map. Almost every Undead always vetoes this map. It's also a good map for Dreadlord first. It's also a good map for Cryptlord first. But mainly it's a really good map for late game human heroes. Alright. I wonder what this is going to be. 120's map pick as well. My. Last map of the day to start in a moment. The winner will survive in the lower bracket and be part of the top 3. Happy already waiting in the grand final. Kaho waiting in the lower bracket final, which will be played tomorrow along with the 2v2s. Very unpredictable these days. We don't even know what first heroes we're gonna see oftentimes. Alright. But we want to get the answers. Okay, guys, I have to play an ad right now, because otherwise we will not be able to skip it. Later on. Okay. Thank you, by the way. Alone in Heaven with the resub says, I almost forgot. I'm glad that you didn't. Okay. All right. What is the heroes? Bloodlaw is back, baby! Against Cryptlord. Papa Roach against Bloodlaw for the first time that I've ever seen it. In theory, I think this should be pretty damn good for the Blood Mage. Cryptlord is a super mana-starved hero. For the Dreadlord, it's already kind of bad, but for the Cryptlord, it's even worse. Cryptlord is super low int, super low mana. This could be a good matchup for the Blood Mage. But also, in the early game, when the Cryptlord can summon lots of beetles and make the early game really hectic, it's very difficult for the Blood Mage to deal with that harass. Very important for Sok here to get the Shadow Priest. A little bit of Flame Strike creeping at the start once again. 1-0 gonna go for the instant expansion. I'm excited to see him play the Cryptlord once again. Oh, Ring of Radiant, sick on the Cryptlord. That is his best item. That's even better than Claws and Pendant. And Ring. Lots of good items there for the Cryptlord. That's something I like to point out recently. The Cryptlord is a great item carrier. Almost every single item is good on him. Except for Periapt of Vitality. Can his might be matched? Big Invul Potion could also be very nice for the Blood Mage, if he wants to go for that Flame Strike lane again. Siphon mana against the creeps. Very nice. Oh, and Siphon on the Shadow Priest to have more Dispel. Blood Mage pretty hurt already. He would also love to get a Ring of Regen. Crypt Lord also getting closer to his level 3. Circlet of Nobility here. And more mercs for Sok. Blood Mage selling lots of items. Didn't buy the boots or staff yet. I guess he wants to expand first. And now the power build is coming. Crypt Lord level 3. Boots and staff. Level 2 summons. This attack might be difficult to hold. This is the weakness of the Blood Mage. He doesn't have summons. He doesn't have Stormbolt. He doesn't have Holy Light. Flame Strike does great damage if it connects, but it is sometimes unreliable. I like the boots on the Crypt Lord. You really want to minimize the impact of Siphon. Crypt Lord was probably the most mana-starved hero in the game. No real damage inflicted yet. 1-0 is looking for an opening. He's looking for a point of weakness. There's no wall off in the main base, so the beetles can slip in. Militia are needed. Tech begins quickly. Very quickly for 1-0. It's a big advantage with the Crypt Lord. You have lots of summons early. You can keep ghouls at home on lumber. You can control the beginning of the game and get a big tech lead, which is what he's doing right here. Good Siphon. Crypt Lord now almost out of mana. Call to Arms has to be used. This is again the tech being delayed by a lot. Crypt Lord, oh, getting all of his mana drained here. Busy right now, microing, and all the mana now gone on the CL. But the CL also has good right clicks, as you can see here. Arcane Tower finally up. The Crypt Lord was oftentimes in the past played with a big Frenzy Ghoul timing attack. You get the tech lead with the Crypt Lord, and then you attack big time on tier 3 with tons of Frenzy Ghouls and kill the human right then and there. Sok must be aware that that's a possibility. He must get cannon towers, I think, this game. Sok now has the resources for the tech. He must not forget. Where's the tech, Sok? Where's the tech? I was gonna go for the Shredder first. The tech is getting later and later for Sok. Oh, still didn't start the tech. It's starting to get pretty hairy with the tech. He's forgetting about it. Now he does. This could have been 20 seconds earlier at least. Item. Stolen by the Crypt Lord. The flute. And he just walks out. Oh, Sok making some mistakes here. But now he's got the Shredder. Now he's got the Zeppelin. These are important tools for him. But the tech could have been away earlier. And that item should have been his. It's a strong drop, though. I like that 1-0 spread out the tower so that the Flame Strike can only hit one target at a time. And now the Crypt Lord is feeling pretty useless. Crypt Lord really not doing much right now. Flame Strike, big damage! Oh, didn't move the Acolytes! And they're all dead! And there goes the Haunted. Shredder drop attack. Oh, Shredder though, about to go down. Oh, Shredder falls. That's painful. Oh, and the Zeppelin as well! Crash and burn. 1-0 just a little bit too late with the Gargs. Imagine if those had been a few seconds earlier. Shredder going down, though. That is the biggest mistake here by Sok. Should have tried to prioritize this, probably. Lots of Gargs on the way. There's hardly any towers. Oh, Sok can be lucky that the Gargs aren't flying his way. right now. Oh man, that Shredder loss. That Shredder loss was so bad for him. And now come the Gargs. Okay. So what is he realizing? This can be a strong attack timing for him. The mercenaries have to try to save the day, but here's the Impale! And the ghouls are in as well. Flame Strike doing some decent damage against them. Blood Mage has a good amount of mana left. But this is the problem with the Blood Mage. Sometimes there's no good targets for Flame Strike. Oh, this one was pretty good though. The Berserkers are dead. He's trying to repair with everything to save the guard tower. Oh, one more Garg. No way. Oh, he was so close. That was like 5 HP. But he saves the guard tower just barely. Crypt Lord might be surrounded here. Has the staff. Blood Mage level 5 already. Flame Strike! Got him! He got him! Denied by the tower though. The tower denied him. Didn't get the experience. But he's level 5 still. And he's gonna call it! GG it is! Bloodlaw victorious twice in a row! Suck! Can he not believe it himself? I don't know. I have never seen this before. I have never seen this before. Blood Mage against Undead. What is going on in 2024? Blood Law, baby. What more can you say? 6 series, Sock and 120 here, giving us one hell of a treat on this blessed Friday, I mean, excuse me. My man, Sock in the top 3 for the first time in a while. In unbelievable fashion. Thank you very much, Morloon, with 3 gifted subs as well. Sick. Super sick. Flame Strike, dude. Flame Strike against buildings, dude. That's the good thing about the Undead Goldmine. It can't walk away. Of course, a very map-specific hero. Blood Mage, only really playable on 2 maps. Not vetoing Terrana Stand. I think that's a big mistake by 120. I think you have to veto Terranas. In my opinion. But so it goes. Here it is. That means that in the top 3, we do have 3 different races represented. That is always exciting. Happy as the Undead, Kaho as the Night Elf, and Sok as the Human. Only the Orcs didn't make it to the top 4 because Lyn was eliminated in the group stages. When Lyn is eliminated, it always gets a lot more difficult for the Orcs to get close to victory.